Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Testing, testing. My microphone's surprisingly quiet, actually. Hold on. Odd. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright, everything's A-okay. Microphone's working. Chat is chatting, obviously. Background noise is playing. Oh, of course Gangplank Galleon is playing. It's my theme song. Of course it has to be Gangplank Galleon. Everything seems to be A-okay. Alrighty then. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Mattoon Corner. I'm your host Mattoon, and welcome to the stream. I hope we're all doing well. My apologies for taking a bit longer than usual. I literally just lost track of time, and before I knew it was already stream time. Hadn't even taken a shower yet. I was in a bit of a rush to get things done. Hi Star, hi Crystal, hi Cass, hi Max. Hello everyone. Happy to have you all here. Now then, as you all can tell by the title of today's stream, we are back with more art. Lost track of time because you were playing Peak, it's understandable. Yeah, for context, Crystal gifted me a game on Steam called Horror Veil. It's an RPG Maker game about this little skeleton girl named Alice. I remember seeing a Nitrad video on back when it was still just a demo, and like it was slowly coming back to me. I should really rewatch that video in hindsight. Some Nitrad's old stuff is still pretty good. Yeah, Crystal introduced me to it, and I've been having a lot of fun. Very silly, very fun. Just kind of a game that you just play through and just like, this is neat, you know? Yeah. Sorry, I just got distracted. Where was I? You'll love it by the end. You'll be obsessed like me. We'll see. Probably. I do like games that have cute art styles that also have bonkers lore. That's why I love Kirby so much. So, you know. It is what it is. Now then, in particular, I actually wanted to work in on a comic commission I've been sitting down on, that I haven't been able to focus on for a while. Yes, that same comic commission. At the very least, I've been explaining it to Chaos, and he's very understanding. And thankfully, he is a freaking commissioner of mine for a reason. To understand, I just wasn't really in a good mood to work on it. But today I'm pretty much going to use it to do a doodle commission I have, which is basically one of my free patron ones for Lucy. And from that, not entirely sure. Crystal suggested I try to finish up Jack, which I'm going to I'm going to actually try doodle another ref for him, just because I do like it, but I want to try to make a one from scratch. Or I can just build up on the one I have already. We'll see. In hindsight, actually, do I hate this? No, I don't really, actually. It was pretty decent. I'll look into this later. I'll see what I decide to do after I do Lucy stuff. So, that said, let's make the donuts. I just recalibrate my monitor. Let me see what Lucy asked for in particular. I know it's her character sitting down reading something. The things I do. Oh, someone's at the door. Can you see who it is? I did. Listen, this is what it's what the person asked for, okay? It's what the person asked for. Don't what the me. It's what they asked for. I am a slave to the commissioner. Customer has a vision. Exactly. Ayo, don't ayo me. I'm being serious. Hold on. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sneezing today. I just tuned back in to see the porn book. It's what the commissioner asked me for! I'm innocent, I tell you. Innocent! Thank you, Max. Like in bed reading, it's a woman, first of all. It's a very big woman. She's on her front. You'll see when I actually start drawing it. This is just for me to figure stuff out. Oh, is it the heavy-set dragon lady you've drawn before? I'm not sure if she's a dragon, particularly. She's mostly a cow, if I'm not mistaken. But of course she is. Never hit Iron Sharky? That's the one, yeah. There's more stuff for Lucy. I'm gonna break this into 3 pieces. Her throne, the book, and herself. Well, at least it's like the sketch, at least. Like the throne and the book are gonna be separate. Are gonna be separate layers too, just to make it a bit easier on myself. Just showing random lies. Oh, well, happy to have you here, George. Of course, you come here when I'm sketching out the literal book that has the word porn on it. Appreciate it.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Have to go now. Good luck. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up? It's me, Crygal, back from work. Hey, very nice. How's work? That's fine. Hey, nice. Gotta draw now. Art!
The world ain't all
Born.
sunshine and
I'm
rainbows.
just doing what the commissioner asked me for!
It will
I am
beat
a
you to your
slave to
knees
my
and keep you
clients.
there permanently if you let it. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's
I
how
got actual
winners
cards or
start.
hot guys with their shirts off. Both.
You're better than that.
I see how it is. What? I mean, you guys say it as a joke. If a joke, I did draw something for the alt account yesterday. If you know what it is, you can go see it. I've actually debated making a Not Safe for Work channel in my server. Debated on. Not sure if I should commit to it or not. We'll see. I can't do both. I'm one to do. Come on. Sure you can. Draw a card that happens to have a shirtless hot guy. Perfect. 2 birds, 1 stone. Doing this pack of a stupid top thingy. I already drew his cards. Fair. Well, what about the little minion cards? What if one of them has a shirtless hot guy, like the other fighters in their packs? You know, you already sketched them out too. I have cards stitched out. See, how about the sketch of GB Right Top? This is calling like the Green Goblin mess. Because Preacher went so well. Do it. Interbend Roddy. I like Roddy. He's fun. And me and Joe gotta make the list for season 4. Ooh. And Unblockable Squirrel Boy on the list. Oh, you've been doing a Squirrel? You've been doing a Squirrel Girl Gentleman too? Neat. That's good, yeah, but that's a lot for season 4. Hey, very nice. This rival's fun. Fair. It's Crygal on YouTube while Twitch ads play. Oof. not Krygel. Pronounce it like Crystal, just with a G. Crystal. Kriggle. Oh, Kriggle. Kriggle. Okay, that is cute. Kriggle. My little Kriggy. Merry Quiggy. Crystal. But to be honest, I might actually just use the last rest of the after I finish this duel. I might try use it to what's it called, to do a to draw a friend OC maybe. I don't see why not. It's been a while since I've done a sporadic one. Probably start it today and finish up tomorrow. I've had Porky, my pal Porky's character Lamb Chop on the brain lately. I don't know why. I just like her. I think Porky also could use a pick me up. Poor guy's been kind of rough with looking for a job, his commission stuff. Just kind of not feeling very fulfilled creatively. So no. I heard about doing swap ops. Hooray! Swap it is. I mean, to be fair, you mentioned you kind of gave yourself away with the horny stuff. I told you before, it's the kind of stuff that you can very much just do if not even mention the horny part. And people can tell. Yeah, I know they can tell, but I don't know. There's that plausible deniability. You really gotta leverage that more often. He is probably the nicest chubby gal I've drawn so far. The way I came out. Like, it looks more natural. I think making your neck a bit thicker helped, mostly. Or just kind of like melding it more into her actual body. And normally, because of how these things work, the neck would kind of be a bit more slanted. I think it just helps. I haven't tried. Even sans the swap buff stuff, try to post some normal punchies and suckers on Reddit out like fetish. Yeah, but Reddit folks are weird. Why did I design this character? Okay, I didn't design this character, but I pretty much gave her a bunch of detail. That's not... This is why I just don't post anything aside from Discord servers occasionally. You know what? That's fair enough. No one wants this trash, so they're not getting it. Oh, hush you. I like your stuff. Very funny how on the chat now, both it's two hidden abilities, just with different colors, and written slightly differently. That's find very funny. Normal folks don't like because it's weird. The punch folks don't like because it's boys. The gay people don't like us because they have clothes on. Suffering from success, really. Listen, Crystal, sweetie, I'm gonna be honest. Draw what you like, and quite honestly, I can tell you just have a lot of passion for what you make. Draw what you like, man, buddy, buddy, girl, you know what I mean. Hey, sister, no, the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. I mean, what else is it? If you're not, here's the thing: if you're not passionate for the stuff that gets you horny, you're not. Then it's not. Then are you even horny at all? Somebody clip that. Like, what's up with the porno hardcover, Matt? What's up with that? Listen, Lucy asked me literally, I will read for you verbatim what Lucy asked me for. Lucy asked for, and I quote, just a simple sketch of Lucy sitting on her throne and reading a book, with her ears down and wearing reading glasses, and just have the book labeled porn or something. So that's what I did. Or something. There. Exactly what was asked for. Exactly what was asked for. Crystal Lily. Hi, Crystal. I'm so happy they came in on this exact moment. That's like a full hardcover they sent to a publisher that probably has a nice quality too. Yeah, probably. This is the I grew up in a house that hated sex talking, but is like, is porno even sold like that even? Even? I mean, there is such thing as erotica books, so like, yes. Why are the nipples flopping over the shirt? What? What nipples? Where do you see? Oh no, they're not nipples. They're meant to be like me like the clothes being torn. I just realized I sketched this on the wrong layer. Shoot. That's fine. Like, I was wondering. The book being a little porn implies it's like pictures. I mean, yeah, but like there's such thing as as like magazines too. I don't know. Just doing what it was asked for. I don't know. And as the full book, I don't know and I don't care. I'm just doing what was asked for. I'd say it's erotica. I know, but then Crystal, that's what I said, but then Crystal said that they'll imply those things. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. This is a doodle that Lucy got for the sake of being a $10 patron. What am I supposed to talk about? I don't know the character or anything. This is Lucy's VTuber model, essentially. Like, okay, Crystal, if you want to know why I've never been one to criticize one to criticize you about your interests, this, like, Lucy clearly has a thing for weight gain and fat stuff. And like, I'm not gonna judge people for their interests. For one, I'm not gonna, like, okay, I'm gonna be very honest. I'm not gonna say no to drawing something if they pay me enough. Quite honestly, like, I am unashamed. Call me a. I mean, I'm replacing the sketches for like the new doodles I've been doing, but yeah, basically, functionally, yeah. We listen, we don't judge. Exactly. Like, I've made my interest pretty apparent here. Once again, if you have my alt account, you can literally see why I made something pretty obvious of my own interest there. And more importantly, we get paid. It's all for the money. It's all for the bottom line. How did I draw her last time? Hold on. I've drawn Lucy a lot, but it feels like I've tweaked her design ever so slightly each picture. But I like to get the last drawing I did to make sure I understand this. Okay, yeah, I cut off like a little, she had these like little like things over her hair I used to draw, but I stopped doing that because it was getting annoying. You give the fight community the ability to affect anything, and they're going to break you, swear to God. I mean, here's the thing. I will accept most things, but I will also draw a hard line. For example, the fight community in particular, I'm okay with drawing characters boxing. I'd be okay with drawing a bruise or something. I'm not okay with drawing a character effectively all bloodied up, all purple, that kind of stuff, and that's disgusting, basically. You know? I'm okay with drawing an injury. I'm not okay with drawing, like what's essentially uncomfortable gore, like one step away from gore, functionally, you know? I was talking about if I did rewards for Punchable's Patreon. Oh, okay. Plus, I remember being a level 1 noob and how crappy it feels to see people with money get to affect every other project. Yeah, I understand that. Honestly, if I ever have like a Patreon, I don't think I'll ever have like if I ever like build on my Patreon, I don't think I'll have the higher tier rewards to be stuff like actually affecting choices and stuff. That's pretty much early access for the most part, and I guess voting for like monthly polls, but that's pretty much it. Yes, there's this dude who freaking hated me specifically, but he was popular with everyone else in the community and had money. Everyone loved him, and I had to watch him get cons from every artist. That kind of sucks to hear. Does you hate when you have like a beef with someone in particular, but you also can't like make a big, you can't really talk about it. I kind of felt that way in the Nefarious community for a bit, in particular. To the point where a guy I have beef with became a moderator of that community. I didn't really feel comfortable. I've been looking at the screen this entire time. My bad. He became a moderator even. I wasn't, for a while, I didn't really feel comfortable there. But then I also realized all the people I had beef with in the Nefarious community are no longer in the Nefarious community, aren't active anymore in the Nefarious community. They've moved on, essentially, do their own stuff. Which, honestly, fair enough. Let them do their own thing. But they aren't even active in that server anymore. So, like, I have nothing to lose. I'm the one active there. It's my community now. Screw you guys. Oh, you too? Yeah, Fancy. I'm well aware of your ups and downs. I'm particularly talking about Niu and Axel. Particular. Axel's kind of. I'm not afraid to say their names. Like, Axel kind of stung. Yeah. Like, the Axel one really did sting, because I really did see the guy like a brother. We went from basically talking my hope of me improving on my own, to him effectively saying I'm a lost cause. I'm 90% sure Niu put him up to that, if I'm being honest. Regardless, I made up with the person from the Nefarious server, I wanted to, which was Kip. We made up. We're not really particularly close, but we made up, and that's all I wanted. Of everyone, he was the one person I could tell was also kind of being taken advantage of. So I'm happy I made up with him. That's all that really matters to me at the end of the day. One of the biggest artists hates me and never wants to see me ever again because I didn't want to give him my character. Excuse you? What the heck? To give you a character? That's absurd. You want you to give him your character? That's absurd. If someone ever asked me, my little Matt, if someone ever asked me to give them Matthew or something, I'm going to slap them across the face and say no. It's my character. He designed a new outfit for Flixium, my Ghost Gal. Never did that because you liked the design. See, like, designing something, this is probably why I don't really do adoptables much, because I end up liking a design too much. I ended up liking designs to my own designs. And that happens, like, that's a little annoying, but if you design something for someone, it's okay to, like, talk to them about it and, like, maybe even reincorporate parts of that design into stuff you do. Like, for example, the character I drew Valkyrie from Valkyria Chronicles for Chaos, and I ended up liking the character so much, we basically create her as a joint OC, basically. Not just from the video game. So, like, she is a character that belongs to both me and Chaos. Alright, this guy's pretty much done. Just gotta add some stuff to her ears. It's like the dual single. Which I'll carry a character, literally the Valkyrie. Not Valkyria Chronicles. It was like Valkyrie Elysium, the girl, the literal Valkyrie, you know. Those ears? Yeah, she's a cow. Like, it is that her big floppy ears. I don't really usually draw the ears, but I was asked specifically to draw the ears here. So again, he was being a dick, and I told him to knock it off. And he decided I was still holding a grudge and blocked me. Of course, because it's never my fault, their fault. It's always the other person's fault. Yeah. Try and true things of a narcissist. The worst kind of people are the kind of people who try to kind of people who actively manipulate the stuff around them just to make things just to make them always look like a victim. If you know me from Nefarious fandom, you know who I'm talking about. Always has to be perfect. Little small bean. Couldn't hurt a fly. In reality, they're the biggest snake in the entire community. I'm sorry. That's a lot of that's a lot of built-up resentment. I don't even know where they are anymore. If I'm being honest, the last time I looked at their art, it's the exact same as it was before. Meanwhile, I've at least evolved my taste and style as I went on. What is it, Joseph? I am ranting about grudges, old grudges, essentially. Don't worry, Joseph. You want to? Don't. Okay, sketch is done. I'm sorry, Joseph. You don't even like tea. I will not spill the tea for you, Joseph. You don't even like tea. There are some folks who want to apologize, but they're so stubborn to not let go of what happened. I don't have evidence, but I'm like 60% sure because one of my ex-friends despised me. My ex-friend was a massive... Oh, his writer said artist hates me. I've been for like 3 months out of nowhere, and then comes in with a manifesto Google Doc gets me. That frustrates you, am I right? I can really... Honestly, looking back... It sucks, man. Looking back, I would have appreciated if I could have made up with one of them. But honestly, looking with Axel in particular, I'll say it. Looking back, I'm kind of glad I never did, if I'm being honest. Like, if I'm sorry, but if you were able to, like, cut me out so easily because of someone else, I don't think I want to be friends with you anymore. And that really sucks. I really did care about Axel like a brother. Sorry to hear about all that, about that, Crystal, too. How losing so many friends like that and just connect... It always sucks when you make an enemy of someone who has clout. Like, clout in a way to, like, of connections, you know? Did I ever show you the call out? I don't remember. We were talking at the time. I think you actually did mention the call out to me, but I don't know if you actually. But probably been a while. Oh, this is. Hold on. You did the most snake way possible. Everybody this day, because man, high school would have been so unwilling to let go. Quite honestly, it kind of feels like we're stuck in perpetual high school sometimes with some of these things. But at the end of a completely different doc that he posted in a public server, I think you did mention this to me before. I'm pretty sure I know what you were talking to me. I remember you were pretty... Like, it was very briefly... We had just started talking. I think you had mentioned someone, how you were down because someone posted a doc about you. I think I remember giving it a look. I think you did. I have a vague recollection of this. Yeah, sorry if I'm bringing up old wounds, I suppose. I really don't like doing this stuff. I heavily simplified the throne here, but to be fair, it's not... so much stuff all the time. It's fine. Vending can be healthy. And it gets. I know vending can be healthy, but ends up being a problem when it ends up being something frequent or something that you feel like you should be over by now. Because it's been years, folks. Like, Fancy Star, you've known me for literal years. For literal years. Like, sorry, I know we weren't particularly close early on, but I was close to Fancy for the time. Like, to be honest, I still feel bad sometimes because I would get pissy at. I got pissy at Fancy once for a very stupid reason too. Yeah, I still feel bad about that. He was saying how I never achieve anything beyond an artist or a YouTuber. So I say to help push me to do more Punchables, and now I'm a server owner to like 50-ish people. So, honestly, yeah, fair. Here's the thing: one should never do something out of spite. Here's the thing: when they say do things out of spite, there is a certain line to do. You should never make something out of spite if it's specifically to prove that you're doing something better, doing a similar thing better than someone else. I mean, it's like people who try to like do rewrites of shows because they actually have a disdain for the source material, almost. You know, I find that kind of weird. That a bit weird. Now, to spite someone who has slighted you, who has like genuinely personally slighted you, go all out. Like, spite is a very powerful motivator. Which honestly is kind of why I ended up doing all that I've done. To be honest, all that I've done. Like, yeah, I'm my own person now. Sorry, like I'm no longer just a weird little kid drawing. I am a much better person. I'm a better artist than I ever was back then. And I needed to grow. And quite honestly, looking at some of the looking at she who will not be named right now anymore, I suppose, work nowadays. Barely anything's changed. Meanwhile, if you take art from mine from just like a year ago, it feels like it was drawn by someone completely different. And I will take that. I will take that W. Personally, I guess it. Because usually it backfires horribly and guarantees you'll be on the other side someday. Make something out of spite? Yeah, of course. Or like doing something to hurt someone. Right, yes, you did send me this before. You did send me this before, Crystal. I remember you being very... I remember reading through the thing. It was very weird. Like, what the actual heck? I'm really sorry you had to deal with that. And once again, you should never do something out of spite for the sake of like actively making something. It's why I personally think stuff like there's a certain like fine line between that. It's another thing to try to reinvent something if you actually feel like the source material didn't live up to what was working. For example, Ruby. My pal Fish also has like his own Ruby their own Ruby redesign series and stuff, and their own little reimaginings of it. Not because they don't like Ruby. They actually love Ruby, but they do think that Ruby has more potential in different ways to improve, you know? And also I had room personal payback by someone who was really got my nerves by being a nice person. I already moved forward, that person who then perceived to be too uncomfortable to be around in that same community, so I kind of know that. I have several characters of mine who helped me make, if I'm being honest. But I decided to just keep on my own, because at the end of the day, I will make my own stuff with them. I will say it took a while for me to like actually be comfortable with using them, you know? It's a slippery slope. It's a weird line to walk, you know? Hey, who's this you doodling? This is my pal Lucy. She's a patron of mine and a frequent commissioner. Well, she hasn't commissioned me in a while, to be honest. But at the same time, like, who cares? Like, she's still a patron, so I get to see she gets a doodle every day, every month. I figured I guess do this. I was waiting for her to tell me what she wanted all month, and she only told me like yesterday. It just sticks with me because I do miss the guy, to be honest. I know that, to be if I'm being 100%. First in question was a trans fella. I'm not jamming the community, but man, that was the first bad first impression. But at least I was aware it was one person to sea of others. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of where like where that rabbit hole tends to fall under. Like when I was younger, I was very into. When I was a dumb teenager, I fell into like the comic skate rabbit holes, that kind of stuff, the anti-woke stuff. You know, I was a very dumb kid. I'm happy I kind of like grew out of it because I just made more friends and made more and understood more, just talked to more people, you know? Like that's honestly the cure for this kind of stuff, literally just interacting with people. Who pinged me? Oh, that's my pal, Coffin. Even better, interact with people who disagree with you. Yeah, like, interact with people who disagree with you. Like, just... Who, like... Like, yeah, but interact with more people who don't... Who don't agree with what you do, and just learn from them, basically. I don't have to deal with them again. Can't make sure, but I probably shouldn't. What was the joke? Give me your T-girl, your T-girl sense of humor, Crystal, please. I need it. Pretty better than finding out a potential client was a dangerous killer. I was gonna jokingly encourage transphobia because, you know. Ah, okay. Probably not best not to say it. Probably best not to say it because of like, the actual Twitch thing, but you know. Yeah. Alright, yeah. The guy game, because it's a doodle, I also mean, but somewhere in my screenshot. Also fair. Thankfully, we don't have a lot of people who tune into my streams in general, so that's comforting. Myself. Ah, okay, makes sense. What time is it? 8:30. Yeah, pretty much gonna finish lining her. Just do a quick line art on her, and do some quick colors, and pretty much done. Be phobic to that one person. That's it. Everything else is fine. I mean, keep saying it. I mean, don't. I mean, just don't say it's phobia. Let's not say it's any kind of phobia. Let's just say you had a bad experience with someone because that's valid. Did I tell you that one girl who called my art transfer because of Swapbox stuff and kept insisting they weren't? Huh. I mean, I don't really see that as... Here's the thing. Gender bends have... I've noticed that a lot of people just don't like gender bends for that reason in particular. I don't really understood that, because to me, gender bends are always just kind of funny. It's literally Rule 63 of the internet. If it exists, a gender bend of them it also exists. Be glad it's Rule 63 and not the other rule everyone knows about. Like 34, but less offensive. I mean, 34 is also its own thing. I made a point not to say the number, man. Come on. I'm blunt on the matter. It was so freaking infuriating because like they were doing it in that kind of way. If you really respect trans people, you wouldn't be doing it. Like, like first of all, you're a trans person yourself. Second, like, what? I don't get these people genuinely. Like I understand. I appreciate the sentiment in a way, in a way, but like, the world, nothing is that black and white. You know, nothing is ever that simple. It's like saying someone with a 1 year even 1 year age gap, or not even like a 1 year age gap, like a 1 or 2 month age gap of 17 and 18 is suddenly pedophilic because you're dating a minor. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. They're still the same, functioning the same age. That's not. It's weird, you know. For the most part, I've noticed it really is just kids who just don't understand how the world works. Kind of sad. I've also just noticed that a lot of discourse just comes from like this weird moral, almost like moral thing. I can take up to a 4 to 5 year age gap max. Same here, honestly. If it's most depending on the, also depends on the situation. Especially if when the two people met too. Like, functionally, if two people could feasibly meet up at in their college years, I think it's fine to me, you know? To be perfectly clear, the way I do swap bot framing, it's AU. It's not like magical gender switch button. Okay, yeah, like that's also fine. It's completely like it's almost a different universe. That's how I do gender bend stuff too. Like I don't have Matthew magically switch being a boy and a girl. If I have a gender bend version of Matthew, it's literally just a completely different person. It's an area used for everyone to switch. You just don't see the girls because they underdraw them. Fair. The thing is, we're wiser than the past. Even some things we can't let go of, antithetical as it sounds. Yeah, trust me, I'm well aware that was something else entirely, which I will not bother saying here because it's a lot. But, you know. Something happened in the last few years. Actually, yeah, in the last 3 years, it was something really, really, really sucky happened to me. I feel like I'm still dealing with the repercussions. And every time I think about it, I really want to forgive this person. We've tried being friends. We are still friends, I think. But everything kind of just feels like a knife through the heart sometimes. I think it's honestly the one time my kindness and feelings were taken out of me. Were taken advantage of, and it really sucks. Still really messes with my head. Bring me so bad. I never tried to Redux, even though I hate the old picture. I have a better version in mind now. Being like transgender racing because I thought that would be respectful. Oh, okay. So like instead of being instead of being like it's like in Strive you made it that in Strive she's a trans girl, so you try and make it so that it would be like a trans boy, right? Yeah, that makes sense. See, that all makes sense because you'd still be essentially keeping the thing, but it'd be like the alternate version of her, him. God, Bridget, why are you so confusing? Brisket. This honor is insane. I still love her though. Yeah, everyone does. At the end of the day. Really top scars, but no, I guess they didn't. I didn't do good enough. Eh. Well, honestly, Crystal, Crystal, the fact that you're not, I hope you're not interacting with this. You don't have like interact with this person anymore, or easy contact. Because honestly, you deserve a lot better than that. Like honestly, sometimes if I don't know, dude. Like I feel like I treat you with like basic human decency, and you act like, and then you tell me that you're not used to people treating you like this. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm just treating you normally. What's wrong? What did I do? What is happening? I just never drew them before. It's also a little weird if it's a character. It's a character. Here's something that kind of a weird situation. So Neony once drew an AU version of Matt. Yeah, I can kind of understand it depending on the situation. Neony once drew an AU version of Matthew with top scars, and I was like, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this because like, unlike an AU or a character, it was my own character, an AU of my own character, and I wasn't sure how to feel about that, especially a character like Matthew in particular, you know. Like Matthew is like the most important character to me ever. Like if it wasn't for Matthew, I genuinely don't think I'd still be alive. Why? It was just a little phase Neony wanted to make a bunch of AU versions of Matthew because I was kind of incentivizing it. I just wasn't expecting the top scars. I was like, I'm not sure how to feel about this. Like I was very flattered that she wanted to make AU of my own character. It was very fun, but like at the same time, like I'm not sure how this feels. And here's the thing: I am very much a proponent. I am very much a creator. I get, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Like I don't really know either. She just wanted to draw a character with top scars. It just happens to be a version of Matthew. I remember when I mentioned it when I told her about it. I think she kind of got upset at me. No, it's already a long time past, you know. Just kind of thinking back. It's little stuff like this that you don't really expect to be like a big deal, but then like it happens and it is a big deal. I'm not confident enough in my own writing to make a trans character. If I'm being 100% honest, I genuinely not confident enough to rethink. I really should make a character who's at least gender non-conforming, but like I genuinely struggle to wrap my head. And I can 100% admit that that's a failing of mine as a writer and an author. See, the fun thing about making up a species is you can just pop out all neutral and pick them out. Oh, are the Bobkins? So the Bobkins all just come out neutral, and they just kind of adapt to this. That's pretty interesting. Neat. I guess the closest we've done is the Bobkin, not Bobkin. Oh god, now I'm mixing it up. Is the Transgirl character that we were planning for the. Is a Transgirl character we decided for the boxing thing I'm working on. Oh, you actually want to use that one? Yes, I put it on my list. Like my personal list, you know? I don't know why you're surprised about that. I talked to you for ideas for a reason. I'll be honest, I was like 3 a.m. I didn't expect any of my suggestions to be good at the time. I kept all your suggestions. What is wrong? Crystal. Bad Kriggy. I feel like we have this. Wow, Chris has really low self-esteem and confidence talk like every other stream. Okay, not every other stream. Not every. Okay, in hindsight, yes, actually. I tried to say no, but yes, actually. I don't have a rebuttal. We just do. My background noise ended. Hold on. Nope. Yeah, we're literally friends right now because of like the one time I cut off a friend myself and want to try to make myself feel better. Just so happens making myself feel better involved getting you a lot of money. Listen, I 100%, and I need to remind you that when you offered to give me a lot of money, I thought you were a scammer. I thought you were a bot, like a weird thing. I was half expecting you to give me to send me like one of those fake PayPal emails or something saying I couldn't transfer you the money. Can you do this, like yada yada, and have to send me a refund basically. I was half expecting you to be a bot. And I want the fighting peeps to find you because Alexander posted your shit. I mean, I saw a lot of people retweeting it, but no one in particular asked me for anything. I didn't even know Alexander was particularly large in that community either. I didn't know he had an entire alt account there. Art sharks, a lot of them. Understandable. I appreciate it. Thank you very kindly, Crystal. You saved me from a fate worse than death. Drawing for weird people interested in a very interesting DeviantArt fetish community. I understand just saying DeviantArt fetish community does not narrow it down in the slightest. I know I harp on it all the time, but again. Her horns are cracked? What happened? I have no idea. So, like, I think the idea was just that she ended up, like, originally her horns were normal, but something happened that they've got, like, so full of energy they cracked and they basically being held together. Sometimes I draw them slightly, like, yellowish, like, crackling with energy. Sometimes they're just little just, like, meant to be kind of, like, glued together. I ain't seen this happen to 5 different people on top of my head. So far, the only punch-focused people who have commissioned me are you, Alexander, and Joe, at the very least. I think so, at the very least. I can't. I don't think I recognize any of the other names. Not on my head, at the very least. If any person needs money or druid like once or twice, squeeze all the art they can. And the artist freaking hates everything to do with it. I mean, you guys are lucky I enjoy Punch-Out, if I'm being 100% honest. I think that's the only reason Punch-Out Wii is like one of my favorite video games of all time. So like, I think that's the only reason, that's probably the only reason I have been incredibly open, as you may say, about this in general. Because I like boxing, I like fighting, I like Punch-Out, I like the idea of these things, you know? I don't really see it as like, attractive or sexually gratifying, but like, I don't know. Some maniac out there finds a blonde woman buying Wonder Bread sexually gratifying. What am I supposed to... I can't really judge anything at this point. Shut up, they're gonna freaking get you. Relax. Who is he here, aside from you? No one else watches my streams. Like, Alexander pops in here every now and then, but I'm looking at the list. He's not here. Oh, wait. He is here. What do you know? Huh. Hi, Alex. Not you, Joseph. I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting that. Caught my foot in my mouth. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get freaking canceled in that fight community for talking shit now. You're fine. I don't think it'll go that far. Sometimes having connections to a lot of people, you gotta change my username again. You'll be fine, Crystal. I'm sure of it. Relax. Probably no, people aren't even paying attention. You want to know something funny? I wanted the people who was active on Domino not to have a bad experience. I don't really... and I still have a few friends there. Here's the thing, I never really understood what Amino really was. Like, I knew it was like a community thing. I remember like Lockston and Noggin promoting once, but like I never really understood what it was. Looking back now, I understand that it was kind of like it was essentially a proto Discord forum kind of thing. I didn't realize how bad it was, how bad the experience was on the Nefarious Amino in particular. Not until people told me, at the very least. It's a cool social media thing for cool wiki system to record info on communities. Ah, okay. So again, it really is kind of like a proto Discord with its own things. Interesting. I mean, yes, Discord could probably do with better optimization and like organization in general. The only experience I have with Amino was seeing someone on a roleplay once steal Melody to be their own character. Oof, what the heck? Or something, Lamau. Hi, Polly. Glad you're here. Oh, right, the book. Listen, I'm just, it's literally what Lucy asked me for. My apologies. I was distracted. I distracted. I wasn't looking at the YouTube chat. I really got to get a third monitor or something, or to set things up better. Not only have, you need to keep my references open, my Discord, my Twitch chat open, and like the way OBS works, I can only have either the Twitch or YouTube chat on this thing at a time. Very annoying. Hold on. Let's find busy. What is it? Found out. Made a whole world and cast of RPs with a friend based on one piece of art we liked. I mean, I get that, to be honest. Kind of one for roleplay, personally, but, like, you know, people like it. It's fun. Doesn't help that I also had a bad experience with D&D because of my old nefarious posse. I'll never forget that one. They made Melody a MILF. Oh, God. We don't need Melody. I mean, Melody's cute, obviously. I was here as a MILF. Her mom, on the other hand, ooh la la. I'm gonna be that one freaky Sonic gif, you know? Yeah, hold on, getting texts from people. I gotta find. There's gonna be a movie night tomorrow at my church. I didn't really want to go because of the movie I watched already. The Forge. I mean, to be fair, we watched it with mom and dad, not the thing. Here's the thing: The Forge, honestly, it wasn't that bad of a movie. It has a very stupid message at the end, a weird pro-boss message, you know. Like the movie, the climax of the movie ends with the climax of the movie ends with the climax of the movie basically these 5 workers staying like over like having worked 24 hours for the sake of their boss to not lose an account, which is a very illegal thing in reality, you know. They basically did like work double shifts Doesn't make any sense. It did give me a very... It did have a very... They did a very funny joke of one guy saying, "I'm gonna sleep for 2 days straight after this. I hope you all know, but fine." Like, that was a funny joke at the very least, but like, yeah, the movie was not... It was fine. It was... And on the scale of, like, of Christian movies, it was like... I'm gonna say it was like a 7. Wasn't bad. Wasn't offensive. No. Back from ads, and I'm laughing if you're going ooh at Punchable's mom. I'm here to laugh at you for going ooh at Punchable's mama Melody. No, I'm not gonna laugh. What? Like, no, don't laugh at me. She's adorable. It's okay to sell on something that's inoffensive. Yeah, exactly. Crystal, let me like your MILF character. Right, she has a little, God, Lucy, why are your design so complicated? I know I designed part of it, but still. They're just good. Like, here's the thing, like, it's sort of the same because, like, Christian movies have the same dilemma as Christian video games tend to have. Or a lot of these things seem to be like edutainment or just trying to ham-fist a very poor lesson. Cousin Millie's mom being a boxer was one I had for a while because I was gonna do some prequel RPs of the old champ going to the top. Yeah, I ended up being her mama. Oh, that's cute. Like, here's the thing, I played what in my opinion is the greatest Christian video game of all time, and it's not exactly what you guys would expect. Like, when you guys think Christian video game, you guys probably think of something like the Bible game or some wacky story thing. It's a very heartbreaking game made by one guy. It's called This Dragon Called Cancer. It's an emotional think piece of a man who lost his son to cancer, and the actual person. He lost his son to cancer, and the game is essentially him grappling with his faith, with his own faith, and why this happened to him, and why God works in these ways. It's genuinely one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever experienced. Oh my god, I think Major Circuit Champ. Her genre was Christian music. Huh, what do you know? I'll send you LS pic. Send it to me. Wow, she's... Oh wow, she's a MILF and Christian? She's perfect. In Punchable, she got Mother because she's a priest. Fair. I didn't know that. I did a little Roby thing in the redesign. Honestly, it kind of looked... I'm gonna be honest, at a glance, I thought the redesign was just kind of like alluding to Melody's outfit in general. Oh, the little cravat thing. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's cute. Oh, even the old version of her. It's adorable. Oh, I guess that kind of explains why it kind of looks like her gloves have crosses on them. Makes sense. Mother. See, when you said Mother, I literally just thought you meant because she was Melody's mom. Anyway, now just toss on the flats, and we are done with this. Basically a taller Melia ponytail redesign. I can tell. I think it's kind of funny when like family characters tend to be based functionally the same. It's actually the same. Like I know you criticized me for doing that with William. Why William? Once again, that's William as just a little kid. He changes when he gets older. He has longer hair than Matthew. His hair covers up his eyes. I have ideas. Those literally just baby. I have to go back and redesign my old Music League characters, but they've been like around so long, I don't know where to start. Honestly, I feel ya. Look like Kyle Kos. Kyle Kosin Keys. Cosine Keys. Right, we have Sin Sine. We're just missing cosine. Cosine. Yo, BTD6 music. Yep. I had some. I had a few of the tunes. Oh, Patapon now. BBH. I can't believe they're adding Patapon 3 to the PlayStation thing. I genuinely thought they never do it, but they did. Hooray! Patapon mentioned official PlayStation State of Play. That was the really surprising part. Like, hooray, Patapon, it's real! Ah, shit, I forgot to do the inside of her horns. That's fine. Have fun in the Sea of Nothing. There was some decent stuff in that State of Play. Like, what was that? Like, it was the last one that happened, right? I'm gonna be honest. Okay, immediately it is a little hard thing. Like, okay, I would say the Metal Gear Solid remake, because they also showed the they also had showed off the Ape Escape Monkeys, but that was leaked beforehand. But this is where we first saw Sonic Crossworld gameplay. We got to see Shinobi finally again. A new Digimon game. Very cool. Warriors Abyss got announced, the roguelike version of Warriors. Lost Soul Aside finally got a release date. Onimusha. That stays winning, no directs for months. Yeah, Onimusha got a trailer. I was not expecting that at all. Like Onimusha, like I honestly thought we'd only see Onimusha like in like a year or something. Looking forward to playing Monster Hunter Wilds this week. I'll say it's only who's excited for nothing in the Pokemon Presents this week? Okay, to be honest, I'm actually very, very interested in the Pokemon Presents because apparently a leak happened a few days ago that honestly, if it's actually true, I think I'm gonna just be very confused because apparently there's a possibility that Pokemon might come in. That Pokemon might come in with its own hero shooter? Like a Marvel Rivals styled hero shooter for Pokemon? And like, we have Pokemon League of Legends. I like Pokemon Unite. Like, the idea of them doing a hero shooter is fascinating to me. Yeah, apparently there's a leak going around saying that they're gonna unveil Pokemon Clash, which is basically a Pokemon hero shooter. Like, here's the thing. I cannot honestly see that because Star Wars has a hero shooter too. It's actually a pretty good one. Like, Star Wars has a hero shooter too. It's only available on mobile phones and Switch. Very odd, but it's actually like a condensed hero shooter. I've played it. It's actually pretty fun. Hope it doesn't flop like Pokken did. We can't say Pokken was a flop. They supported the game with DLC and extra content. It got a deluxe re-release. And they also added my favorite Pokemon as the last playable Pokemon. So I love Pokken Tournament. Aegis Slash being in that game and being a Jolly Knight is also the best thing ever. Anyways, SketchCon's done. Well, DoodleCon's done. I sent it over here her way, and we're pretty much done with this. Do a quick signature here. Oh, they gave the slot to my girly pop Chandelure. Ah, Chandelure. Maybe, he's in Unite. Which was the last one? Which is your favorite moment that got in? Aegis Slash. And Pokken, I mean. Oh, neat. Oh yeah, that's Lucy's done. And we got about an hour and 20 minutes left to kill. What to do now? Let's send this her way. Hope she likes it. Listen. Okay, listen. I'm listening. I think Pokemon Hero Shooter would be goated. Okay, that would be fun. I agree. What? Tell me how it would work. It would be a third-person shooter with Pokemon. Or first-person shooter, maybe. Like, honestly, it would work just fine, because, like, most Pokemon have the ability to shoot things. And even if they're not, melee characters in shooters work just fine. I play Marvel Rivals. My main is Captain America. I know melee characters in these games work. Melee characters are never going to be like the ones dealing the most damage, at least as long as they don't get you don't get near you, you know. Well, it might be. Would it include like an evolution mechanic like Unite does? I'm kind of curious. It's not out of place. I can get behind it. Please do not have it be handled by a scummy company. Honestly, realistically, folks, if the Pokemon company does come out with a hero shooter, it's gonna be made by Tencent. Tencent has a stake in Pokemon's mobile development, in general mobile development and game development. Tencent and Tencent is also their go-to partner for online gaming. It's going to be if there's gonna be any company behind it, it's gonna be Tencent. Now, on one hand, that is a lot of capital. Not Masters EX. Yes, but Masters EX isn't an online game, not the traditional way. Like there are like online raids. I mean like competitive games. The Pokemon the Pokemon company, the Pokemon tournaments, like the official sponsored tournaments, have ties back to Tencent. What do you mean online? Like there are events with Pokemon EX. I mean, no. Yeah, now we finished the dual commission. What to do now? Let's do my Trello first. Yeah. Just delete this, delete this, delete this. In the same way, last time we were on this cast gave me the idea to draw Miles because I needed to draw boys. What if I try drawing another boy of mine? Hey, Penny theme? Yeah, Penny's has one of the best themes in all of Pokemon. Not even kidding. So what could I draw now? I suppose I could always try drawing what was that? Pen, Arvin, Nemona, in reverse of how hard their battles are. Basically, like Penny's very easy because he's pretty much just an evolution fight. Honestly, not too hard. Alright, let's try something else then. It's a fun rival, though. She can be really dense. At least she understands when it comes to worst. Yeah, that's one thing I really like about the kid. Here's the thing, the rivals in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are probably the most, like... are honestly, like, the most realistic rivals, honestly, because they actually feel like people, you know? Yeah. Let me just look up a good reference here. I have an idea. Alright, I am basically going to be drawing a character I haven't drawn in a while. Pretty much just updating his design. I've been in a Stars and Shadows mood, and I feel like I want to update a character from it. But to be honest, this is another one of those characters I kind of want to bring into my boxing idea. You know? So probably a good idea to just kill two birds with one stone. Because this is one I can 100% see. Just like Matthew to be actually just the same in both worlds, essentially. So hold on. Just getting a few more references of characters who inspired this guy to begin with. I just need I just need a little inspiration. Effectively building a mood board here, so give me a minute. What's the guy's name? God, remember Bakugan? I miss Bakugan. I was back when Bakugan were like the season 1 Bakugan. As the Bakugan, as more and more came out, it started getting more and more like robotic. I never really liked it that much. Even with this guy's rival again, Wilda rival. It's Vulcan, right? The only thing I know about Bakugan is the Bumble next Bumble's face. There's a character whose mom is a Bakugan. Yeah, it's weird. This is a character I made. This is a character I've had in the background of a lot of drawings of mine for literal years. Actually, let me see if I can find it. I think I need to go to my DeviantArt page for this, actually. I think it might still be there. In the deep recesses of my stuff. Hold on. I think it might be in my Milk Era, my Milk Era content. Hold on. Is it here? Where is it? If it's still here. It's here! Oh god, I can't believe I drew that. Ew, my old art. When was it? When did I post this? Pretty sure I didn't post it at the same time. I uploaded this in November 7th, 2018. It is 2025. 7 years. My art has improved in 7 years. It's 7 years since I've drawn this. 7 years. Good lord. Don't ask me why they're standing on clouds. I was being weird. Look how I tried painting the background and everything. I was a dumb kid. Anyways, said character is this guy. The big robo fella here. You might know him as a character I've drawn a few times already, when I've updated here and there, as Big Arms. This big guy. I'm trying updating him. I was always using that weird little funky little pen to sketch things. And those arms sure are big. If I'd be worried if they weren't. Here's the thing, I want to try and like simplify his design a little bit from this. Let's just still be basically big fun shapes, basically. With some added detail here and there. It's mostly this core thing I want to kind of like refresh mostly. Also just to get the thing, because like looking at it like this, you can't really tell. He's meant to have like a minotaur, like a bull snout, you know? Because that's the idea. Pretty solid design. I like the bull motif. Yeah. Like, the idea is that this is basically the Ox... Like, here's the thing. The Ox King and Demon Bull King are functioning the same characters in Journey to the West. Are the same... But I like to separate both of them as both Big Arms and King. They're functionally Matthew's most persistent villains. Big Arms functionally just is a machine that should not have any human emotion, but he finally developed one emotion, and that he just wants to kill Matthew Starcutter. That's all it wants. That's all he wants. Yeah, let's try sketching him out. I build my mood board again. Hold on. That's why I also got references from characters to like Gorham and Vulcan from Bakugan, just because I wanted more pieces. I wanted more characters whose designs are basically large, bulky bodies, you know? I don't think you can kill Matthew Starcutter. Here's probably the best thing. Here's the thing. He doesn't feel kill Matthew Starcutter. He feels want. And he wants to kill Matthew Starcutter. Like, that's the thing. The emotion he feels is want. A genuine want of something outside more than him. And that want is just to kill Matthew Starcutter. What's he gonna do after that? More than likely, just sit down and deactivate. Man Ray said, okay, my work here is done. Peace. And just die. Guess, he's that one meme where he shrugs, guess I'll die. I immediately think of Lord Hader's. Was he built to kill him, or like? Here's the thing: Big Arms was made specifically to test Menagerie Shelter, which is okay. To be honest, I'm still kind of debating the name. Menagerie is what I want, you know, like a mess of thing. Menagerie is effectively the main villains of the multiverse, outside of like the big bads, like big unstoppable forces like King. They're like the main organized group. Menagerie created Big Arms specifically to test Matthew Starcutter and the Shadow Gang, the Star and Shadow Gang in particular, to test their abilities. Matthew Starcutter ended up being the one that like inflicted something onto him. The way Matthew fights in general tends to be very goofy and kind of silly. He likes to kind of taunt people, make fun of them while he's doing stuff. Very Sonic inspired. Like, you know, in Sonic X, when in some of the early Sonic fights where Sonic's like dancing around, he's like making faces, that kind of stuff. Effectively, oh, ad, dang it. Alright, I'll get sketching first, and then I'll talk more about Matthew Starcutter's largest hater. About let's talk turkey. Okay, so functionally, Matthew is very much an idiot, and he just kind of treats him like anything else. And Big Arms, basically, his AI is still an experiment. No one's even entirely sure how he works at this point. His original creator passed away ages ago. Well, what's up with this guy? Will he kill anyone else other than Matthew? He will if they get in his way of killing Matthew Starcutter. I've never placed the big square shoulder pads on him for the circles. Would that look okay? Yeah, so more like Terminator, basically. if he was in a place with no Matthew, would he do anything? Would he do anything? But honestly, after he kills his specific Matthew Starcutter, not really. He probably, like, because it's a multiverse thing, he'd probably zero in for the specific Matthew Starcutter he's looking for. Like, he'd chase him, basically, throughout the entire multiverse until he could find him. And when he died, and if he is successful, he'll just shut down. Am I right not liking this? Alright. Wondering who hated Matthew so much that they made a robot to kill him. Again, the robot was made more so to test their ability. Does he just know where Matt is all the time? Does he follow his Starker stink or something? Quite honestly, I'm pretty sure he just logged. He has at this point almost an intuition to where Matthew is going at all times, because Matthew is very sporadic with his multiverse hopping. Nothing. But the thing is, that also tends to leave like energy in a trail, effectively, you know. Instead of trying to make like a big piece, let me just try doing a small doodle of how I want this to look. I'm trying to crack this. I feel like there's more to this. Oh, hey, Mencken. Wait, so did they exclusive target Matthew because he's been unable to take him down? Basically, yes. Is there a flavor rate song I'm playing? Yes, there is. You can't just make Robot Ghost Patch Pro just to have him double down what he was already doing. Yes, he was trying to kill Matthew just to test him. But it was the fact that Matthew specifically made him feel the defeat, and he started wanting that specifically. Because Big Arms had other directives. He was also supposed to test out Miles in the other game. He was supposed to do more. He was supposed to be essentially a main bodyguard. But he wants to kill Matthew Starcutter. I can see with their robot characters. I think they're interesting to tell stories with. Here's the thing. I agree with that. Robot characters are very fun to do stories with. Big Arms is not the interesting character. He generally just has one directive in his life, and that is to kill a certain idiot. Maybe I should learn how to draw a bull before I tried making a Minotaur. If you want interesting, you can make things interesting, though. Yes, I have interesting robot characters. That's where I get characters like the Angeloids. The Angeloids are a group of 7 robotic angels created by mysterious inventor, specifically in order to help cause out throughout the multiverse. Problem is, they're all very terrible at their jobs. Some of them do genuinely try to help, other ones end up being maniacs almost. And I think I gotta really think about these shoulder pad things. Here's the thing, despite being named Big Arms, I feel like I don't make his arms big enough. That makes sense, you know? The idea is meant to be very, like, top. He's meant to be, like, extremely top heavy, not some. But generally, he's like simple lower design because the bulk of his design is meant to be in his in his torso and arms, you know. Just mention the point if one of your reveals is just flat like that. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what else I can really realistically do. But no, like, don't really apologize. Crystal, you don't need to shut up. You didn't say anything wrong. Like, I personally just think I never really considered him to be that flat. I suppose. Like, yes, he's one track, but the idea is that, like, I don't know, like, Big Arms to me has never been like a character to be like a deconstruction of robots and what it means to be alive or that kind of stuff. Or create sentience. He literally just exists to be an anomaly that just wants one thing and one thing only. It doesn't even make sense for him to want anything. That's essentially the crux of his story. Big thing. If I don't use it like that, yeah. If I like shrink the shoulders, no, I know you don't like me meddling with certain shadow stuff. I never said. When have I ever said that, Crystal? Come on. You should give him something like for his knees. Drawing legs recently has been very annoying to me. I don't exactly know why. Go back to the other side. I might have some suggestions. Sure. What do you have in mind? I still have the actual drawing for this. Jesus Christ. Okay, so like, the same shit rule and everything. Keep the kind of newly upper arms and really exaggerate the forearms and hands, like pylons or those big mechanical hammers almost, to the floor. Oh, I think I know. I think I have an idea what you mean. Almost like almost gorilla-like. You mean right? Hi, Asher. Have it out of here. Anyway, like I was saying before, because I complained about Matthew and stuff, and you were obviously uncomfortable, so I figured I shouldn't try and mess with OC stuff. Just don't ask and let you do whatever. I mean, you need to understand, a lot of these ideas I have are stuff I've had since I was literally like 12. I'm more willing to change stuff than you give me credit for. I feel sometimes. Well, what you drawing? I am drawing a big Minotaur guy. There are some ideas I generally do feel like I just want to be in a certain way, you know? Just the side of the body, just make his head really. One thing you really want to make the character look large, just make their head small, pretty small. So you have a character that's like a robot that learn how to want, and then all that's used for something a normal robot would already be doing. I don't really know. I don't really know how else to describe it. Yeah, pretty much. That's the idea I've had for big arms. That's the idea I've stuck with since. This character was made to basically just be to hate someone's existence so much. That's all that he literally learned how to become cognizant. I was making him a normal robot at that point. That's boring. The idea is that he keeps learning and he keeps improving himself specifically with the aim of defeating Matthew. Like, he learns how to repair himself. He learns how to open rifts in a multiverse. He learns how to do a whole bunch of stuff on his own. All for the single purpose of killing one person. Why have the emotional aspect there if you're not going to use it? But I am using it. Like, it's not going to be I'm not going to do it. Maybe purely logical stuff a logical robot does. Yeah, hold on, actually. Why don't I make this canvas a bit bigger? It could be. Like, it could, like, I'm not saying you're wrong. It could be something a completely logical robot does. Big arms isn't like that. That's kind of pretty much all there is. All there really is to it. Maybe it's what's keeping it going where an overall would cease function. Pretty much, yeah. Like, here's the thing: Matthew functionally blows him up the first time around. The first time around. All that's left of him pretty much is his core memories. And that ends up festering something inside of him. Let's try to make his big shoulder pads circular, basically. Instead of I do agree, though. Something like Mel Sonic's gradual progressions to sentience would be cool. Like gradual progressions to sentience. Like, here's the thing: people say his gradual, that's not the first time I've heard that. What gradual progressions to sentience? He's always been that way. Like, yeah, people start, like, he had one appearance in Sonic CD, then he showed up in Earth Things as a robot. Again, straight up in Sonic the Fighters, he hijacked Eggman's entire operation. He's always had that. He's always wanted to be Sonic. To the point where the Sonic OVA mentions that. It's not a gradual progression. He's always just wanted to be Sonic. He always saw himself as Sonic. I do like the big circle shoulder pad this time around. I can probably have like the Menagerie logo like designed over here or something like that. Side here. Da.
You can call me Miku. Blue hair, blue tie, hiding in your eyes. My open secrets, anyone can find me. Your music coming from my mind. I'm thinking
And look. Come on, big arms. Your name's Big Arms. You have to have big ol' arms. Big hugging arms. Big punchy arms, too. Look at Gutsman EXC, that's what I was thinking of. I am looking at a Mega Man character for this, actually. This is not Gutsman. I'm looking at a Taurus Fire from Mega Man EXC, from Mega Man Star Force. Obviously, it's the literal bull guy. Gutsman's arms are surprisingly thinner than I remember. I guess maybe actually, I do like the design though. The big square jaw, that kind of stuff. What the heck? I haven't seen this before. Some fan art of Gutsman. That's getting really cool. There we go. There we go. Now that's big arms. Still had like the maybe bigger, but still have like the little like rocket boost idea I have here. for him. That looks like a Juggernaut. This is a character of mine called Big Arms. Very original name, I know. Yes, he does. If he didn't have big arms, I'd be concerned. Who pinged me? Hold on. Hey, Roddy. Very nice, Crystal. Evil looking fella, that's the point. Good old Big Arms is functionally exists to kill one person and one person only.
Say, will you stand up for Christ and commit?
They're looking gooder. Yeah. They've gotten better, a bit better, I think. It is that, like, he expels... The reason why he's a bull is that, like, he expels steam out of his nostril, out of what, this intake thing. Also, like, out from here. Hey, man. Hi, Alex. Happy to have you here. Yeah, hope you're doing well. I'm just working on an LOC that I mine.
We started, lost the way, and spread all apart the Holy Roman Empire. The remaining knights prepared for attack to another prophet departed. On they fought with no turning back, the kingdom rise forevermore. And by the city of Siren, their bodies lying to rot. And underneath blood and iron lies the promise and honor of God. Go straight to heaven for Christ and come back. Give your life for the Satan that you never had. Take place in heaven for Christ and come back. Come to sanctify the Lord.
Hey, Luella. My dad just came in here. He had to give me my card. What are you drawing now? I'm just updating an old OC of mine called Big Arms. Yeah. Yes, good old Big Arms. Really calling him Bullington. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good one. Like, his name is Big Arms. Hey, how you know? Yep. Hey, what's up? You're great at drawing. Hey, kindly back, rumor. That's what he's called. Backroom video, so that's why my name is Backroomer. Makes sense. yes, there we go. Good old big arms. Yeah, he actually looks a lot more threatening the same. Kind of looks like he kind of looks. I really like it. Very nice. Just add a bit more. Does it say the name? Yeah, he does. I'll work on this later. I shrunk his shoulder pads down, but to compensate, I gave him just bigger arms in general. Like slightly longer ones. I can make his hands a bit larger, actually. There we go. I'll call here then. Let me just say this as big arms. All right, that's about it, all for today then. 10:23, pretty much all the time we need. Pretty much all use up all my time. Now we're gonna call it here. Managed to get a good chunk of stuff done. Managed to do my doodle commission, and get a character design a bit more fleshed out. So thank kindly. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching, everyone, and remember